Looking for a sports guy? Hey, I was born one. Just look at me. For years, I wanted to be a pro ball player, but when I found out you had to have talent, boom! That's when my sports broadcasting career was born, and it's taken me to ESPN, Fox, and the LA Lakers. Along the way, I've golfed with presidents, rubbed elbows with the greatest, got an assist from a magician, and sang the national anthem at some major sporting events. No, I didn't skyrocket up the broadcasting ladder. I started at KXII-TV in Sherman, Texas, the 183rd smallest television market in the country. I won my first Emmy in Miami, where I covered the Dolphins, the U, Major League Baseball, and some incredible pro golf and tennis. Simply put, I am goal-oriented. I deal with deadlines, and I perform extremely well under pressure. At ESPN, I anchored SportsCenter and hosted 2 Olympics as well as the NBA Today and the college football scoreboard shows. Next up, Prime Ticket in Los Angeles and Emmy #2. Our press box show was so successful that my colleagues and I were honored 3 times as Best Sports Anchor Team in Southern California. I hosted live pregame shows for Dodgers, Angels, Lakers, and Kings telecasts, and I also covered the NFL, NCAA sports, and championship boxing. My next move was to KLAC AM, where I anchored the Lakers radio network and had a kick and a half hosting the Phil Jackson Show with the one and only Zen Master. I picked up 3 NBA championship rings with the Lakers and 2 WNBA titles, calling play-by-play for the LA Sparks. I even made time to author Don't Let the Lipstick Fool You, the life story of Olympic gold medalist Lisa Leslie. Hey, I'm not fishing for compliments here. I'm just a hard-working guy who takes his job seriously, but makes his job fun. And I admit it, I'm very proud of what I have accomplished, and in my abilities to inform and to entertain. But I am more excited to tackle whatever new challenges lie ahead.
And I'm Larry Burnett. It's your lucky night in sports. That's right, gratuitous violence night. A minor league brawl to show you. Plus, the Dodgers get hot under the collar tonight in Pittsburgh. We'll have all the melees and even some sports coming up. I got to wrap you up here. She's not saying anything negative about the WNBA officials, are you?
No, I'm not.
Just
please, no.
Expressing an
Need
opinion.
more fouls.
Just expressing an opinion. We'll see how long you stay in tonight's game.
Okay.
All right, we're going to take a break. It's halftime for the Sparks of the New York Liberty. Alicia Milton-Jones with me here as we take a break from Staples Center.
Larry Burnett joins us a bit earlier in sports to tell us about this.
Big story, too. Jerry West is stepping down as the Lakers' executive vice president of basketball operations. That's the word from Lakers head coach Phil Jackson, who told me tonight that West has decided to leave and that a news release could be out as early as tomorrow. Jackson told me that he and his staff were informed by West of his decision to leave about 4 weeks ago, but that West wanted to take care of the NBA draft and some other matters before moving on. Everybody and his uncle was at St. Andrews in Scotland today. Entering the round, Tiger had gone 63 holes without a bogey in major championship play, but at number 2, he blew the 5-footer for par. Then after a birdie at 13, Tiger has this 60-footer for an eagle at 14. What do you think? You think it's going to go? You think it's going to roll in? All right, he can't hit them all. He tapped in for a birdie, went to 16 under par. This is the city, Los Angeles, California. I was working day watch when the call came in. There was a man with a gun at Dodger Stadium. I was on it in a heartbeat. And this burrito character is merciless. He's been known to kill batteries in broad daylight.
When one gun broke down, I was just missing an inning or 2, and then I go up there and get the other gun.
So you're 2-gun Mike.
Oh yes, 2-gun Mike, you can say that.
Fastest gun in the West.
That's what they call me.
The story you have seen is true. The names have not been changed to protect the innocent. Mike Brito is doing time for wearing a bad hat at the ballpark. I'm Larry Burnett from the other side of sports. So you look at a team that's had trouble with opponents that have really good guards. You look at a team that's shorthanded. Here you are, shorthanded, going in against the best team in the league in Minnesota, and they've got some great guards.
Well, they do. They got great everything. That's why they're wearing rings.
In Miami tonight, another champ was in the ring. Felix Trinidad defending his WBA super welterweight title against European champion Mamadou Thiam. A mismatch from the beginning, Trinidad totally outclassing the challenger, giving him the business with both hands. Thiam's right eye blew up like that Snoopy balloon in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade, so they stopped the fight. Trinidad earned a 3rd-round TKO. His record still perfect at 38-0. When these two teams get together, they've always had tight games. Last year,
one meeting, one goal. Lynn Williams got it, and Pepperdine got the victory over Gonzaga. What happens today? We'll find out shortly, and we'll be back here in Malibu in just a couple of seconds with today's starting lineups.
Midland first base coach Dave Joppy discussing politics with Wichita manager Keith Bodie. Oh, it got out of control, and a Vince McMahon pay-per-view broke out. As usual, the bench is cleared, and as you might expect, both Joppy and Bodie were ejected. Interestingly, fans at the game said that was the most excitement they've had at Midland since the tornado of 1979 blew their trailer park away.
Both teams trying to find the right formula, the right chemistry to get a win. So we've got Lions and Tigers. We can barely wait for this to start here at LMU. We'll be back with the starting lineups when we continue on W.TV.
He is called the Gray Ghost. The gray for obvious reasons. The ghost because he does a lot of running through cemeteries.
It's an obsession, of course, but it's a positive addiction. Look at it that way.
He is runner, veterinarian, angler, hunter, bowler, and former golfer Dr. Bill Anberg, the Gray Ghost. But he isn't really a ghost. Or is he?
Got a good game for you today. Two of the best teams in the league. You saw the records. Both teams playing exceptionally well, but both teams coming off of losses. The Lynx lost to San Antonio their last outing. The Sparks have lost 3 in a row. They need to get back on the winning track. That means Candace Parker has got to get the job done, as she's been doing all season long. Player of the month in the WNBA in June. Player of the week. And she just does it all over the place. Inside, outside, points, rebounds, assists. Leads the team in so many categories and leads the league in block shots as well. Christy Tolliver, the question is consistency. Earlier in the year, leading scorer on the team for a long time. Recently, though, kind of a roller coaster as far as a scorer. And the last outing for the Sparks, no shots and no points for Christy Tolliver. And then there's Elena Beard. Missed 2 years because of an ankle injury. Signed by the Sparks during the offseason. She is getting better and better. And they will need her defense today against a very, very good Minnesota Lynx team.
You won't find Lazarco's name in Monday's box score. He won't block any kicks or recover any fumbles. Pearl Harbor, 1941, took care of that. But Paul Lazarco's second home is Dolphin Camp. When the Dolphins practice, Lazarco watches. When they play at the Orange Bowl, he goes. And this year, Lazarco has been on the road with the Dolphins as well, to Atlanta, New England, and L.A. It's a love affair which began almost 11 years ago.
I've been coming here almost every practice and been going to most of the games when I got permission from the doctors to go out of town and all.
What do you get out of this?
I get all, to me it's good therapy. I like the men. And it's something for me to do instead of sitting at home watching 4 walls and just thinking about what would happen to me if I wasn't out here.
He really is a true fan, and I think it means a lot to him, too. I think it gives him something to do.
He finds it difficult to identify just one most memorable moment from all those years, but he fondly remembers some special players.
They were all good all through the years, but there's one man I really liked, and Manny Fernandez. He was always excitement to me. And Howard Twilley was another one. I wish I could meet them.
Television may not be a magic medium, but every once in a while it lets us help along a dream. Last Sunday at the Orange Bowl, the Dolphins celebrated their 15th anniversary. And with the help of Mr. Fernandez and Twilley, Paul Lazarco celebrated a dream.
Yes, sir. I seen you Saturday. I seen you Saturday, Howard, right? Good. Here's the man I want. If I didn't have the Dolphins right now since I lost my wife, I don't think I wouldn't have no use for life anymore.
But Paul Lazarco does have the Dolphins, and although his legs don't work too well and they say his heart isn't too good, Paul Lazarco truly qualifies as the captain of the Dolphins special team. Larry Burnett, News Center 7 Sports.